All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. It's Pastor Dowell. I want to talk to you about discipline and the nature of discipline. It's obvious that you have played any type of sports. You're going to have discipline in order to play it because you're going to get hollered at, you're going to get screamed at, you're going to get yelled at, and every coach is different. In my day growing up, you got called everything but a child of Yah. You did. And boy, they didn't care about your feelings and emotions. And they didn't have this thing out where everybody gets a trophy for participating. They didn't have all that stuff. And I remember a long time ago, even singing in a church choir. I remember the choir director was like this. All right, hey, for instance, I want y'all, matter of fact, I want you to crescendo, I want you to crescendo, and you crescendo. All right, y'all three do it together, all right? So they get up there, and then he said to the person, he said to one of them, he said, didn't I tell you to crescendo? Well, I am crescendo. He said, all right, bye, see you later, you out. Kicked him out of the choir just like that, just for backtalking. I mean, really. You know why? Because he ain't got no time for a bunch of BS. He ain't got no time for a bunch of nonsense. There's a mission, there's a goal at hand that he's trying to accomplish, and he don't want that kind of spirit, and he didn't have that kind of spirit. And people wanted to sing with his choir because in Leesville, Louisiana, we were the baddest choir around. That was it. We literally was. I was surprised I even made it. And I sang one lead song, but I was literally surprised I even made it because he set a lot of people down. You back-talked him, you were gone. You even try to refuse correction in any way, shape, fashion, form, you was gone. You even gave your opinion about something, you were gone. And it's crazy to some people out there who don't even understand. I remember going to boot camp in 85. I went to boot camp in 85. It was totally different than the boot camp of today. Again, you got pretty much jacked up, pretty much almost spit on. They didn't care about your feelings and emotions. You got called everything but a child of the king. And they didn't care how sensitive you was. If you were sensitive, that was bad on you. Any show of weakness, it was over with. It was done for. And they really said it was going to take 8 weeks to make you out of a soldier. They got this thing perfected too. And boy, they holler and they scream. Most of you will call it verbal abuse today. That's what you would call it today. Then I remember when I went to jump school. Boy, I got there, I thought, man, this got to be a little bit more easy than boot camp, right? Wrong. Man, they hollered at you. They made you run everywhere. Can you imagine you want to sit down and have a nice little meal? It's lunchtime, breakfast time and stuff. You want to enjoy your meal. As soon as you sit down, black cats come in screaming and holler at you, get your and believe me, they called you everything but a child of the king. I promise you. They cussed you out. They cussed your mama out, cussed your daddy out. They cussed your mama out for having you. Called her all kind of names for even making a mistake like you ever even darkened on the face of planet Earth. It was ugly. It was literally ugly. I mean, they got down busy. And you had better not get caught running. You better not get caught walking anywhere. Oh, man. And you know what they was trying to do the whole time? Make you quit. I know that's totally different in the society today. You see, society today, people are soft, very soft and effeminate. And they can't put up with that kind of discipline. That's why I'm wondering who's going to fight these wars coming up, because you got to have men with testosterone to fight these wars right here. And who's going to do that today? No wonder they're enlisting women to be in infantry and be on the front line, and they're going to Ranger school and passing it, which I still don't understand that one. But anyway, hey, probably relaxing the standards, and I still believe they are. Anyway, but it's utterly amazing. Then I said, okay, I went to aerosol school some years later. I said, oh, this got to be, man, got a bunch of National Guard are running this at Camp Grew, Oklahoma, man. Army Times said it was the toughest school that it was. At the time, I was at Op 4 and NJROTC. I know that a lot of you people don't know a lot of these alphabets that I'm throwing at you. Anyway, just put it like it's pretty damn tough. Anyway, went to aerosol school. Man, the first day, they spent the whole day doing everything they could in their power to make you quit. Had almost 300 people in that class, and only 61 people graduated. Only 61. And they did everything they could in their power to make you quit the very first day. And you know what? Same thing in boot camp, same thing in jump school. You're like, well, sure, I'll be able to enjoy a meal. Not. As soon as I sit down, they hollering and screaming at you to get up, get that. You had enough time to eat a few bites and stuff. And I even watched some people get the trays smacked out of their hands. I tell you. I did. Can you imagine? Can you imagine trying to talk to people like this today? Can you imagine trying to correct someone in this generation today who has never, ever been in any type of discipline? I went all the way from singing to sports to the military. And man, I tell you what, woo, in my day playing football, and I just went to camp. And then after that, I was like, man, I ain't gonna make no money doing this, so I forget it. I went and made some money, got a job. But when I went to football camp, man, check this out. Check this out. You better not run over to that water buffalo and get no water. You better not go get no water. You better not think about no water. You did, showed a sign of weakness. Well, of course, you know, a lot of people having heat stroke problems, dying of heat stroke and stuff all across the land and stuff. They figured out you better start hydrating people. What I'm getting to is this, is that in my generation, people are a whole lot more tougher, had a whole lot more discipline and a whole lot more respect for authority. In this generation, they don't give a damn about authority. They have no respect for authority whatsoever at all. And if you're in authority, if you're going to get these people to try to respect authority, you're going to demand authority from them. And if they won't, and if you can't get it from them and you can't take it from them, then you get rid of them. See, it's sad today that you shouldn't even have to even talk to people like that. People should automatically be taught morals and values coming from home and then respect. Not today. Not today. I've never in my life seen nothing like this before. Never, ever, ever in my life. I see children back-talking parents, bucking up the parents, rising up against parents. Of course, now, that doesn't happen in the ministry straightway. Nope. Nowhere. No way, shape, fashion, or form. But it's very disappointing what I see. It's very disappointing what I see in the experience of what's going on today. It saddens my heart because everything is going from bad to worse. That's what it's doing. I can't say good to bad because ain't nothing good about it. It is literally going from bad to worse. And I don't comprehend for the life of me why that if you're in something, you're trying your best to learn, you can make it really good. I don't understand this back-talking, this argumentative spirit, this always got to have a comeback. So I just don't get it. I don't literally get it. I don't. I do know one thing, that in sports, especially at the collegiate level, they still got that kind of attitude. And they definitely got it at the NFL, except they make you responsible as men because, you know, you go ahead and relax if you want to. At any given time, you could be sent home packing. So you have to maintain a very high level and high state of character. You do. And discipline. Do you think I'm talking to anybody in this generation today that they'd even have the ears to hear? Can people even be told what to do today? Because, you know, every time you try to tell somebody what to do today or even offer them advice or even just an opinion about something, they already have a comeback and attack for you. They already have a rejection formed up in their mind. Soon as you talking, they already have a rebuttal ready to come at you fiercely because they think you're trying to usurp authority or something or change their composition as a human being. It's off of the proverbial chain what I'm seeing today. Am I living in the twilight zone? Or am I in real, true reality? That's why it's hard for me to get with a bunch of people that don't do nothing but a bunch of crying. It's hard. It really is. You know, as a pastor, I'm a whole lot different than your traditional pastors out here. You know, the pastors out here in the world, they're soft-spoken, very effeminate, you know, manicured hands and toes and you know, they paint their faces and do everything else. I'm a far cry from all of that. But the one thing that the people do know, they know that PastorDowell love them. That's for sure. They do know. But it's hard for me to comprehend this generation. It just is. And I can't see the world getting any better. I can't. And if something don't drastically change here and now, As the old saying go, we all been like Sodom and Gomorrah. We all would have been like Sodom and Gomorrah because it's bad.